Hey my dudes, let's make clad caca with white coffee namalaka and candied cocoa nibs. It sounds complicated, but it's actually really easy to make and accidentally gluten-free. Dark chocolate and butter get melted together. Whisk in the sugar and then the eggs. I was making a quadruple batch for my home bakery. Obviously the normal version does not contain 16 eggs. I used 20 centimeter cake tins. You could use a 23 centimeter and get a flatter cake if you wanted to. Parchment gets stuck to the bottom with a bit of oil. And then I generously brush on a bunch of pan release. This is just equal parts butter, oil, and cocoa powder mixed together, and it works so well. Bake at 200 degrees Celsius for 15 to 18 minutes or until just set in the middle. Try not to overbake it. Clad caca translates literally into sticky cake. We do not want this to be dry. There should be no clean toothpicks here. The cake can be served as soon as it's cooled, but as I was slicing it, I flipped it out of the pan and placed it in the fridge overnight to chill. The white coffee namalaka also needs to chill in the fridge overnight. You start by melting white chocolate, blooming the gelatin in cold water, and heating up the milk and honey until just steaming. I had soaked some coffee beans in the cream so that the cream would take on a coffee flavor, hence the name white coffee namalaka. Melt the gelatin into the hot milk. Now, because I know you're going to ask, it's really hard to change out the gelatin in this recipe. You could use agar, maybe, but agar has a much more brittle structure, while gelatin is more like elastic. I mean, do what you want, but the gelatin plays an important role in the texture. Anyways, the candied cocoa nibs are both easy and hard. Easy because it's only 2 ingredients. Sugar taken to a dark, dry caramel, and then cocoa nibs stirred in quickly before immediately being taken out of the pot and rolled between 2 silpats. Once cooled, you chop up the nibs as finely as you want and boom, done. The next day, I cut each cake into eighths and then whipped the namalaka. This is super important. You have to whip it. Once it was whipped, I piped a squiggle of namalaka on each slice of cake and sprinkled over the chopped nibs. The full recipe can be found on my Substack for paid subscribers, but if you want just the clad caca recipe, I have that on both my website and my YouTube channel. Hey